Main message is that I try to convey to everyone. If you are unable to visit Palestine and experiencing it among us, please deal with this reality in the exact same black and white way you would deal with any reality of oppression. Palestine has never ever been more black and white than the past 5 weeks. What we witnessed during the month of Ramadan and during Easter in the past 5 weeks shows clearly Israel's disrespect of something as simple as a freedom of worship. It shows clearly the behavior of our oppressor, and it shows clearly that the existence and behavior of the oppressed, regardless of our behavior. At the end of the day, like, we are not oppressed because of this and that. Like, a Palestinian is born under an Israeli brutal regime and dies under Israeli brutal regime, regardless of his behavior between life and death. You can be a Palestinian who is carrying arms against Israeli oppression, but also you could be one of those Palestinian sellouts who is carrying arms in defending the Israeli army. It doesn't matter. Like, that sellout is still inferior and oppressed by the exact same regime that a Palestinian fighter is also resisting. So the reality has never been more black and white. The kind of language that there are fine people on both sides makes people sound exactly like Donald Trump when he said there are very fine people on both sides among white supremacists and among Afro Americans. We need not to sound like Donald Trump. We need to see things exactly the way they are. It's a situation of oppression that is maintained and supported by the majority of the countries that have diplomatic, economic, and military relations with our oppressor. And trust me, I do believe that Palestine will come back to its beautiful diversity one day. But the guarantee that Palestine is not getting there is simply that we have countries around the world that allow our oppressor to have diplomatic, military, and economic connections with those countries. I'm thankful like Malaysia doesn't have any of those connections, but Israel's power does not come from Malaysia. Israel's power comes from all the countries that allow them economic, diplomatic, and military relations. With that, I hope I helped out clarifying that this reality is not as complicated as one might think. So thank you so very much for the opportunity and allowing me to talk to you. Thank you.